The years were 1692 and 1693. Massachusetts Bay was one of the 13 colonies who were forming the New World, home to many Christians and other religions, as well as refugees from the north who were fleeing King William's War, who highly believed that there were dark forces given by the devil to those who harmed others. In Massachusetts, there was a prosperous town by the name of Salem. In 1689, Salem villagers were given the right to choose their own church. Samuel Parris was chosen as the town's reverend. However, because of his unreasonable demands, villagers began to dislike him. Reverend Samuel Parris had a daughter by the name of Elizabeth, who was 9. He also had a niece, Abigail William, who was 11. They began to misbehave by screaming and throwing things, as well as having nightmares, along with Antoine Ham, 11, who began to act the same way. Doctors couldn't explain these actions, declared it witchcraft.
To confirm Dr. Drake's diagnosis, a witch cake is baked and then fed to a dog. The results confirmed the diagnosis, and the search for the witch responsible started. Pressured into a confession, Abigail and Elizabeth identified Tituba as slave belonging to the Parrises. The girls also point to Sarah Good and Sarah Osborne, and all 3 women are later arrested. The accusations continued to come as more and more people came forward with symptoms of being bewitched, such as jolting, screaming, and throwing fits. More than 200 men and women were accused of witchcraft, about 35 were put on trial, and a total of 20 people were executed by the end of the trials. Of the 20 people executed, 13 were women and 7 were men. One of those men was Giles Corey, who was pressed to death during the course of 2 days. He refused to plead guilty or not guilty, but instead asked for more weight to be placed upon his body, crushing him to death.
Diagnosis of bewitchment put into motion the forces that would ultimately result in the death by hanging of 19 men and women. In addition, 1 man was crushed to death, 7 others died in prison, and the lives of many were irrevocably changed. Good's position as a disreputable and marginal member of society made her a perfect candidate for witchcraft accusations. On February 29, 1692, the first warrant was issued for the arrest of Sarah Good, Sarah Osborne, and Tituba. As 1692 passed into 1693, the hysteria began to lose steam. The governor of the colony, upon hearing that his own wife was accused of witchcraft, ordered an end to the trials. However, 20 people, 2 dogs, were executed for the crime of witchcraft in Salem.
Created using Powtoon.